I remember that night vividly, the way the air felt thick and heavy with something I couldn't quite place. It was fall of 2007, on Country Estates Drive in Tyler, Texas. Just another quiet evening in a neighborhood that usually slept as soundly as the trees that lined its streets. But that night, something stirred. It began innocuously enough. I was in my backyard when I noticed my neighbor and his son standing by the fence line, firing a pellet gun up into a tree. The way they moved, the way their eyes darted nervously, something about it caught my attention. Curiosity got the better of me, and before I knew it, I had climbed over the fence, landing in their yard. "What's going on?" I asked, but they barely acknowledged me. Their eyes were locked on something high in the tree on my side of the fence. That's when I saw it. Perched high in the branches, almost blending with the dark, was someone, with glowing red eyes. It didn't blink, didn't move, just stared down at us, those hellish eyes burning into my soul. "What the hell is that?" I whispered, though my voice felt too loud in the stillness. My neighbor turned to me slowly, his expression distant, as if he wasn't all there.
It's a wish,"
he muttered, his voice broken, like someone struggling to recall the right words.
"No, a witch. Somebody wants to hurt you."
I didn't know whether to laugh or run. His words were so off, so disjointed, but the way he said them made my skin crawl. His son just stood there, staring at the thing in the tree. I felt the urge to leave, but I didn't want to turn my back on that thing. I forced myself to retreat, to step back towards my yard, but I couldn't shake the feeling that those red eyes were still following me, watching me. When I crossed the fence back into my yard, I felt a small sense of relief, until I heard it. The sound was faint but unmistakable, coming from inside my house. My friend had been helping me earlier that day, fixing up some things inside. But now, something wasn't right. The air felt wrong, heavier somehow, and the noises, soft, almost deliberate, echoed in the distance. It sounded like someone, or something, was moving inside my home. I bolted for the house, but halfway there I stopped. My instincts screamed for me to turn back, to get out. Instead, I climbed onto the roof, trying to get a view of whatever might be inside. From up there, I could see into the woods that bordered my property. And then, out of the dark underbrush, something, or someone, emerged. At first, it moved slowly, cautiously, almost testing the ground with each step. Its form was shadowy, hard to make out, but I could see it had a human shape. My heart pounded in my chest as I crouched low on the roof, hoping it wouldn't see me. But then it looked up, straight at me. My breath caught in my throat. The thing turned sharply and sprinted back into the woods, disappearing into the trees. I scrambled down from the roof and ran inside, my heart racing. My friend was gone, no sign of him anywhere. The house was empty, cold, as if no one had been there for hours. But those noises, I knew what I heard. Over the next few days, I tried to rationalize what had happened. I convinced myself it had been someone playing a prank. A kid in a ghillie suit, or maybe some tree climber trying to freak us out. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't shake the image of those red eyes. A few weeks later, I saw a film called The Mothman Prophecies, and everything clicked, or at least, I thought it did. The creature in the movie had eyes like the ones I'd seen, red and glowing. Could it have been? No, that was just fiction, right? My neighbor never said much after that night. In fact, he grew more distant, more reserved. But just before he disappeared altogether, moved away without a word, he told me something that's haunted me ever since.
"That thing, it wasn't human. It flew in like a bird and landed in the tree. It wasn't a man."
His voice was barely a whisper, as if he was afraid to even say it out loud.
"It was watching us."
He left soon after, vanished without a trace. His family still lives next door, but I haven't seen him since. Sometimes late at night, I think back to that night and wonder if that creature is still out there, perched in the trees, waiting. And every time, I can't help but glance out my window, half expecting to see those glowing red eyes staring back at me from the shadows.
Stories may end, but the fear remains. Subscribe to uncover more secrets hidden in the darkness. Until we meet again in the world of nightmarish shadows.